than the phone.
Exactly,
that's the point. Now,
so, yeah.
Here's the problem. Abaana bamu bagenda banga balina zi iPhone 13. Abalanga balina Tecno.
I know. Talk about yeah.
Obubbi.
Abaana bajja kubamu selfies at school.
Well,
like, I think it's a bit destructive.
But then I would prefer a parent buying a phone for the child than making a phone a requirement by the school. You know how they say bring one roll of simanyi sengenge, bring one ream of paper, and bring a mobile phone. They
tell you the type.
Exactly. That's
which
what
is
some
better.
schools. No.
I think it's okay.
For the schools, listen.
Yeah.
I would rather they put the cost of a phone on school fees one time.
So the school caters for the phone, just like
the school buys the phones in bulk. You know, like how they used to hand us tablets.
Yeah.
Or how they used to hand us textbooks, because we are looking at phones replacing textbooks.
Yeah.
Register the student with an identification of a school. For example, you can create an email, and it can be like Pamela Isamat at secondaryschool.com.
Yeah.
It's okay. So that's the login credential for the student at school.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting.
Yeah.
So that if the time for studying reaches, you hand them the phones. They're uniform phones. They look alike.
Yeah, exactly.
They are labeled Senior 3B, not a student's name.
So you're actually saying that these phones are not supposed to be personal phones. That the phone is not mine. When Mali is like,
you know how we used to go to a computer lab.
It's
exactly.
not my phone.
It's just a suggestion I'm putting out there.
Yeah.
It
is a bit expensive.
It's not.
It is.
First of all, you pay for the phone once.
Yes. You pay for the phone once.
Because, look, it doesn't mean that Obama Senior 1, you're going to use a different phone when you're in Senior 2. All you need is a device that connects to internet and that can type and all that. But tekeko sente omuzadde azisasula omulundi gumu. So that we do not have these problems. Esimu yange bagibye. Esimu ebagibba, let it be a responsibility of the school. Yeah.
But okay, you have a point. You make a good point. But one, these students need to revise, because you can't say 12 subjects. They only give you the phone during the subject and then take it back. You need to use this phone of yours. What the school I think needs to provide is internet. And unregulated internet,
of course,
for the kids to go and research.
This
and
is how
read.
It needs to be. You know how you used to go and sign. Excuse me for cutting you short. You know how you used to go no signing it mu library.
Yeah.
I want to borrow this book.
I know. You
go and borrow that phone if it's revision. Go and use that phone in the library, in your class, in your dormitory. But sign for it and let the phone be attached to the school. What I'm trying to do here is make the phone a responsibility of the school, not the student.
That would be a very good idea if the country, if the Ministry of Education had an ICT policy, which we do not have yet. The reason why the NCDC is encouraging is because it's not a policy, but the Ministry of Education just came out and said, we are allowing you kids to have
with your own phones,
because it will help, since we are having challenges with distributing these curriculum books to schools. So when a national policy comes out, maybe some of those issues like yours, some of those ideas like yours can be welcome. Like to say maybe schools can provide.
You see, Uganda is a poor country.
Yeah.
We cannot eliminate that. Olaba engoye zifunisa abaana obujja. Whatever grab the things that they pack for you at school.
Yeah.
Zifunisa abaana obujja. And some students at school look at themselves as superiors from the others. Abaana bagenda kujja n'amasimu ge mutategeera.
Yeah, exactly.
N'amasimu ba head teacher ge batayina.
Yes.
And you don't know how they're going to get them. But
and then me who has a techno, I'll be like,
ojaba totesa.
So how do I get that?
You'll feel inferior. Ojawulya nga byosoma tebijja. Ojawulya because this is something new.
Yes.
It's what we're trying to avoid. Let them be all on the same level. If they're using iPhones, let them be a responsibility of the school.
iPhone is the phone.
Babatereko sente. And we also need a threshold. Tumanye nti okay. Amasomero gagenda kugula amasimu. Naye simu terina susa mitwalo bwegiti ne bwegiti.
You know what I mean? All happens when there is a policy. But right now what we are doing is gambling to see that kids can study and catch up with the new curriculum. Exactly. Remember, examinations are also coming very soon for most kids. They do not have this curriculum. So it is disturbing them. So they're saying, for now, let kids do this. Because previously they were studying with phones, doing Zoom studying and what. Let them continue with
it's easier for them to use tablets. because they don't have a SIM card and they can still connect to internet, they're not going to call their boyfriends and sugar daddies.
Yeah, but I think you're misunderstanding the concept of the phone. The phone is supposed to help kids revise and get the detailed information.
Can't you revise from a tablet?
It cannot be a one-off that, because when schools give you these phones, they're going to keep them for a particular time. They'll give you for a lesson and say, collect the phones back.
Hey, how do they use the
textbooks? So how is the kid going to do their research?
Because we are looking at phones. We are looking at phones replacing textbooks, isn't it?
We are not saying replacing, but we are saying that they can allow that, and it is not supposed to be a mandatory thing that schools must give phones. No, they are saying there are schools that can allow. Please allow kids who can afford to have phones, because having the tallying of the number, you have 1,000 students, and the school has been distributed with 6 textbooks.
Exactly.
How are 1,000 students going to study with 6 textbooks?
So out of the 1,000 students,
the parents who can afford to buy the
20
phones,
of them have textbooks. 50 of them have phones, and the others don't have phones.
The ones who can afford phones. Anyway.
It's guys, let us know what you think on 0707102102. However, what I'm appreciating from this entire situation, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Chikumi Kaumuze Kwali, live on our YouTube Galaxy FM/TV. This is what's happening in the country and in the world over.
Now, there's a security guard. He's attached to AfriSafe security company. He was found with a dead body in a sack at 4 a.m. in the morning. He has been charged with murder, but police is saying they're still trying to dig out information from him on who he was carrying, because police has failed to identify the body.
This happened where
Although
exactly?
It happened in Naweru, in Kazo.
Okay.
Yes, Naweru Division, Kazo Ward. That is where police guys who were on patrol found this guy on a motorcycle with a sack.
Security guard with a sack.
Yeah, so out of curiosity, they're like,
smama. Unaenda wapi?
Yeah, because that's an odd hour, 4 a.m., and you're carrying a sack. So when they checked the sack, they found a dead body.
Oh, God, how do you explain that?
I know. How do you explain? So he's currently at Kawempe police station, but according to Luko Esigide, he says that they are still trying to get information out of him. Did he kill this guy, or is there somebody else who killed the guy and gave him the body to go and dump somewhere, and who the dead body belongs to? But the dead body is believed to be somebody in around their 20s.
20s?
Yeah. According to the way police has assessed that body. So, a guy in their 20s, a male adult.
Jetulaga.
One time someone is just missing, and the next time they are dead. I think those are some of the challenges that come with urbanization. The more urban a place gets, the more it's harder to maintain security, and because you see patrol guys are moving, but still crime is happening.
Apparently there's someone going around driving a car that has no number plates. I'm sure you've seen that story.
There are many. It's not just that person.
Not just that person, there are many. And this person has a gun. Apparently, from what I'm seeing all over the media or Twitter, he has a gun. He drives in wrong lanes. If you are the one caught in the way.
And see, the problem in these countries, you can't know who a security guy is. He's in layer clothes. I know, but he possesses a gun.
This one with a black car without a number plate. This one we know.
Possible. You might think he's a high profile robber or something.
Oh, Galaxy FM. This is what's happening in the country. What else do we have?
There's a police station in Kyotera.
Where they stole guns from?
Police post. Yes.
Like 3-4 years ago, if I remember.
Yeah, exactly. The school.
That is the police station.
That is our police station. Hey,
guys.
Luti police posts.
I don't know if we should post this picture on our social media, but if you are live with us on our YouTube, if you're going to see this video later, I don't believe this is supposed to be even a police station.
I mean, yes, that is a police station, and by the it's supposed to cater for, I think, several places, several areas. Luti, Champagi, Kalagala,
this is a door you just kick and it falls in.
Or villages, or like about 7 villages are supposed to depend on that police post.
By the look of that door, you don't even just have to kick it. You just...
I know.
Does this post hold prisoners?
It is not open anymore. In around 2017, thugs stole from a police officer on duty. And then the police post was closed. There were, I think, about 2 to 3 police officers
Yeah.
manning. Imagine you're manning 1,000 people, over thousands of people, but you only 3 police officers. In Obabie, one person has to go where they've stolen. Something, a crime has happened here.
Why no sigara wako?
Kati omu yasigaddeo, and that's how they...
Yasigalawo.
Yasigalawo.
Yeah, yes, please.
Then they grabbed from him the gun in the process.
So what are they saying?
So locals there are saying the crime rates are going high.
So they've been in the area without police.
From 2017, they said DPCs keep switching. They have written to regional police commanders, DPCs, to bring back the police post because of high crime, but nothing. Kawuki is the chairperson who is explaining.
Kubanga police tujagala ate ekyaleeta obuzibu bwonna nti waliwo emmundu eyabbibwa ku poliisi. Lwaki yabbibwa? N'okwadde emmundu eyabbibwa oluvannyuma n'ekwatibwa naye omusango yali twaguteeka ku poliisi. Oba tosobola okubanga poliisi yaliko abasirikale 4 ng'etandika oba 5. Ate we babbira emmundu nga basigadde abasirikale 2. Kyokka nga n'abasirikale obasaasira nti kubanga ne bw'anaagenda mu kabuyo tagenda genda na mmundu buli budde. Ne bw'anaagenda ku kaduuka abantu nga bamweganyo kitegere tagenda genda mmundu. Ikale nga bana kuba ogamba nti omu agenzeeko yansuubira tebasobola kugenda bonna. Emmundu eyo nga yayageze kaduuka okugula ekibiriti we yagireka mu nnyumba singa wali omulaba ani libadde tebagimu.
You know, this is sad that some of these things still happen in 2022.
I know.
In the Pearl of
that
Africa.
We have a police post like that with wooden doors and made of bricks that are with soil.
Let me ask, what's the problem? Is it negligence? Is it, how do I even start describing
I think it is the budget. Because there was a time that the IGP went and said that the police budget is too limited.
So
now, how do you expect a police post in a village to be properly built?
This is beyond my understanding.
Yes.
Because what I know, how police operates in most towns, bafune nyumba ne bagipangisa nga police egisasula
the budget
if they don't construct
money.
You mean in the entire Kyotera police tesobola kweyimirira ne babawo nyumba
gye bapangisa?
It's not
just Kyotera. You know, that's just one police post you're seeing. Go to Manafa, a deep village in Manafa, look at the police post there. The budget funding towards the police sector is very limited, that you cannot have good housing for even police posts. First of all, the police officers themselves look at their housing units. Then now look at the police
What
posts.
What is Nsubuga saying here?
Nsubuga is saying he's the regional police commander there. He's saying, a spokesperson rather, he's saying that they have opted for other alternatives since the police post was closed, and he's promising that it will be opened again.
They should not worry. Luti Cell, which was closed, and that Kasambia police post, but they are yet to be reopened. Of course, in our policing strategy and in ensuring that the committee member within Kyotera is safe, we have rejuvenated the LOC system in terms of security watch and establishing security network, coupled with the GISOs, DISOs, and of course, above all, we have also intensified motorized patrol to ensure that all those areas.
Byebiri mu ggwanga lyaffe wano ku 102 Galaxy FM. For more news, you can check out our website ku www.galaxyfm.co.ug. This is the mid-morning.
This is